All right, welcome everybody watching the Jaguar softball pre-show. Steve and Matt here at LadyJag's field. We got a Coast Conference game against Ohlone, who comes in at 8-15, 1-6 in conference play, following a couple wins over LMC, a couple dominant wins over LMC on Monday, and they come in winning 2 in a row, 3 of the last 5. San Jose coming in at 14-11, 3-4 in conference play, following a pair of wins over DVC on Friday, and they come in winning each of the last 5, and it seems that they have shook off what was a bad 2 weeks and really got things together with wins over Merced, Hartnell, and the 2 against DVC. You see, and in the game on Friday, both games combined, and San Jose hitting at 265 and throwing with an ERA of 250. Giving up hits at an average of under 250, and Ohlone in their 2 wins on Monday was hitting just under 400. They're going 22 for 56 in those 2 games. 24 RBIs and 31 runs scored. 12 in one game, 19 in the other, and it was just a complete dominant performance. It's in that game on Monday, but real quick, we'll bring you the team stats powered by Presto Sports. San Jose has done their best work in San Jose. 11 of the 14 wins at home, 11-6 overall. And Ohlone coming in at 4-8 on the road. San Jose with that 261 batting average, 5 home runs as a team. Team ERA of 272 and batting average against just over 200. While Ohlone comes in hitting at 282 on the year, 5 home runs, a team ERA of 471, and batting average against a little over 350. So that's something that they'll be looking to figure out as the year goes on. And on the hitting side for San Jose, Felix in that leadoff spot, hitting at 379 on the year and she has a few triples. Malia Venegas hitting over 300 with 9 extra base hits. Jade hitting just under 300 with 8 doubles and a pair of home runs, and Elena, who will be getting the start pitching, hitting just over 350. And on the hitting side for Ohlone, Emma Ham leads the way with that 361 batting average and 7 doubles. Keely Chen not far behind hitting at 354. And Courtney Bowden at 339. 39, and we'll see if Matt has progressed enough in the day to answer one quick question.
What do we got?
All right, so big question for the day: what does San Jose have to do in this game?
Well, in the last game against Ohlone on the road, they had a couple of defensive miscues. So today the key is just being fundamentally sound defensively, being smart, making the right plays, and then on the base paths, take the extra base. These catchers are not going to be throwing you out trying to steal. The outfielder's not going to throw you out trying to tag up. Take the extra base, use it to your advantage, and then steal runs that way. So then you can use that to win in close games, 1-run games, 2-run games. Those things can make all the difference in the world.
All right, so there you have it, and we'll be back again in a minute for the second of two matchups. Jags, Renegades. After this.
Why are we walking?
He came to work every day driven to be better than he was before, driven for the team to be better than they were yesterday.
Today, let's go.
Driven for the team to be better than they were last year.
Over 4 decades, Coach Carr notched more than 900 wins, the most in California community college history. He also took 8 Jaguar teams to the state tournament, won 12 conference championships, and he coached 17 first-team All-State players. Even more impressive, Coach Carr is the winningest black coach in U.S. collegiate basketball history. And in 1998, he was inducted into the California Community College Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame.
San Jose City College has given me the chance to play for an amazing coach and thrive in an excellent academic environment.
From the faculty to the coaches to the counselors, SJCC puts students first.
City College has the perfect balance of athletic and academic support that I know will help me when I transfer to a 4-year college. Coming to SJCC is the best decision I've ever made. I love being a Jaguar.
Jag!
welcome everybody watching San Jose City Softball Channel. Steve Sciplin, Matt Faulcon coming to you here from LadyJag's field in San Jose for a Coast Conference matchup between the Ohlone Renegades and San Jose City Jaguars. Starting pitcher for the Jags will be Elena Valdez, making her 18th appearance, 12th start on the year. Comes in with a 10-6 record and a 1.60 ERA. And also comes in with a batting average against slightly under 200. Alright, so just about ready to go. And starting off for Ohlone will be the center fielder, Keely Chen. And she comes into the game hitting right at 400. 8 RBIs and has drawn 14 walks on the year.
So we are just about ready for softball. Keely Chen batting from the left side. Stands in. First pitch from Elena Valdez is called a ball. First pitch, 3:03 p.m. So Chen ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes on Elena Valdez as she's back on the bump for San Jose, and a called strike by the home plate umpire Tyrone Murphy. One ball, 1 strike. Jaguars prevailed in their last matchup on the road. Here's a pop-up. This is going to be playable for Malia Venegas, who gets over to the fence and makes the catch for out number 1. It's a big first out to keep Chen and her speed off the bases.
And with that, Ari Fuentes will come up. And she comes into the game hitting under 100. Going 2 for 42 on the year with 20 strikeouts.
Here's a swing and a miss. Looked like the screwball off the inside, 0-1. In the last matchup at Ohlone, it was a pretty chilly and rainy day in Fremont. And the Jags prevailed by scratching and clawing for just enough runs. And here's the 0-1 as she bunts at it and fouled it off of her hand. She made a bunt attempt, and then the ball ran in and hit her. And by the letter of the law, with the bunt attempt, that's a strike. That's a really, really rough strike for Fuentes to take. It looked like the ball got her right on the hand. So she's taking a moment to kind of get the kinks out. And that'll give us a moment to give you the Jags defense. It's Lorena Solis in left, Felix is in center, and Jade Henry's in right. Venegas at third, Carissa Smith at short, Kaya Sandoval at second, Gabby Jordan at first, and Deja Jimenez is doing the catching. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's right down the middle, strike 3 called. That is as rough an at-bat as you will see in this league. First pitch strike, foul off the hand, and then a third strike called. That's tough. Batting third, the shortstop, Karina Docina.
All right, and that'll bring Karina Docina up, who's hitting at 255. 12 for 47 with 10 RBIs.
First pitch to Docina is up high. 1 ball, no strikes. That's a pretty good pitch to most hitters. Docina is a relatively smaller hitter, batting from the right side. And the 1-0 pitch is up high for a ball, 2 balls, no strikes. I would implore you not to let her size fool you at all. She's a very athletic shortstop. Made some pretty good plays in the first game of this matchup. Here's a pitch on the inside corner at the belt for a called strike, 2 balls, 1 strike. Nice breeze blowing out towards that left field corner. It is a bit warmer today than it's been. Here's a swing and a miss, and the count goes to 2-2. So Valdez got the pop-up of Chen, made quick work of Fuentes, a 3-pitch strikeout, and now 2-2 on Docina. Here comes the 2-2. It's a check swing foul off the first baseline. And she battles to stay alive at 2-2. The Renegades, not really a home run hitting team. They only have 5 on the year, as do the Jaguars. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and fouled back towards us. And we'll reset and do it again at 2-2. This is the time of the year where conference action starts to become really crucial in the standings as we inch ever closer to the postseason. Here's the 2-2. Check swing, and strike 3 called as the home plate umpire liked that one, and that'll retire the side. So they go in order in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first, a scoreless tie here in San Jose.
Bottom of the first here in San Jose.
Leading off the bottom of the first for San Jose.
And Felix
The center fielder,
started
Melissa
off for the
Felix.
Jags. And she comes into the game hitting right at 379.
First pitch in the Jaguar half of the first is just off the outside. 1 ball, no strikes to one of the premier leadoff hitters in the game, Melissa Felix, batting from the left side. Steve mentioned the really high batting average, and here she hits a ground ball towards second. It's going to be a tough play, backhanded by the first baseman, Ham, and she cut off the second baseman coming over. That's Lily Knight, who is the flex player, and ends up being an infield single.
Batting second, the third baseman, Malia Venegas.
All right, and with that, Malia Venegas will come up, and she's sitting at 309 on the year with 9 extra base hits.
First pitch is a ball outside on a pitch that she squared around a bunt on. She pulled it back and takes ball 1. All right, speed at first. Go ahead, Steve.
All right, so there's actually an interesting number with this team. If I were to ask you who leads the team, who's number 1 on the team in stolen bases, what would be your first thought?
I would probably guess Malia Venegas.
Cheater.
And the 2-0 pitch is high. She pulled it back and takes ball 3-0. It's only because
you saw it.
Well, I haven't really been checking the stats. I'm still on Ohlone stats on this side. But the reason is because when you watch Venegas, she takes a called strike here. She tends to be more aggressive than Felix, where Felix is the one that'll be more aggressive while the ball's in play. So if a ball is hit into the gap, she'll try to score from first. Or a base hit, she'll score from second, where Venegas will try to steal bases. Here's a bunt. Picked up by the third baseman, Corona. Throw to first is dropped. It was a good play by Bella Corona at third, but it was Knight covering second, and she just dropped the ball. Now nobody's covering third. The throw to third is in time to get Felix as she tried to take third. They thought that Ohlone was sleeping, and now there's some confusion on what's going on here. She took third, Coach Rooney's frozen. Tyrone Murphy's frozen. Field umpire's frozen. We don't know what's going on. And she's going to be called out. So I'm not sure what the contest was, but it didn't work out for the Jags.
Batting third, the right fielder, Jade Henry.
I don't know what happened on that led to Felix trying to take third, but she got tagged out. And then there was a contest about it. The first pitch to Jade Henry misses high, 1 ball, no strikes. So basically replaced the runner at first, 1 out. Venegas does not go, and Henry takes ball 2. So Felix the infield single. Venegas a bunt single on the infield. And then caught trying to take third is Felix. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That misses down and in. 3 balls, no strikes. So we'll see if Jade Henry's taken all the way with Haley Castro in the on-deck circle. 3-0 pitch is just a little bit high, ball 4. So Jade Henry gets the free pass. And now Haley Castro.
Batting fourth, the designated player, Haley Castro.
Right, and she comes up 242 on the year. Coming off career home run number 1.
First pitch misses just off the inside. And Tulsa Carnes a little frustrated with that call. It's 1 ball, no strikes. And the catcher, Courtney Bowden, will come out and have a word with Carnes. This battery for Ohlone of Carnes and Bowden are arguably the 2 most effective players on the team. Offensively, they combined for the 5 home runs on the team. And this pitch is in there for a called strike. It's 1-1. It's a pretty balanced team that hit 282 as a team. Offensively, they're pretty good. Here's a ground ball to short. This could be 2. To third for 1. To first, and that was kind of ill-advised. I don't know why not go to second, but they get the lead runner. They don't turn the double play, so 2 outs and first and second for Gabby Jordan. So it'll be scored a fielder's choice, 6-5.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Gabby Jordan.
All right, and with that, Gabby Jordan will come up and takes a ball up high. Comes to the game hitting right at 256. 3 doubles and a triple.
The 1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike, 1-1. Jade Henry at second and Haley Castro at first with 2 outs. Gabby Jordan, an RBI opportunity, and here she hits one into center for Chen, who comes in and puts it away to retire the side. The Jags do threaten with a couple of base runners, but they do not score. And we take a scoreless tie into the 2nd inning here in San Jose.
right, back here at top of the second. 4, 5, and 6
For the Renegades.
to get it going for Ohlone with Courtney Bowden, who comes into the game hitting at 348 with 4 of the 5 teams' home runs and 15 RBIs, and also leads with 12 stolen bases. And she leads the team in one other category, one that you don't want to lead in: hit by pitch.
Some of these players are just magnets of the ball. Deja Jimenez was a magnet of the ball in the last game between these two teams. The first pitch to Bowden was fouled back, 0-1. The 0-1 just misses off the outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jimenez got drilled twice in that game and then pegged one of the runners trying to snap throw her out at first. The 1-1 is crushed into right center field, hit really well. Henry back, and it is off the wall on a fly. Bowden will round first, head for second, and she will coast in there with a leadoff double. A very good swing of the bat, opposite field power, and that puts the leadoff runner in scoring position for the Renegades here in the second.
And with that, Emma Ham will come up.
The first baseman, Emma Ham.
Second on the team with the 373 batting average and 15 RBIs.
You get a chance to see how good Bowden is. Here's a bunt right in front of the plate. Gabby Jordan picks it up and throws to Kaya Sandoval, covering the bag for out number 1. So the sacrifice bunt works to perfection, and each team will take that. 1 out, runner at third, and the batter is going to be Tulsa Carnes.
Batting 6th, the pitcher, Tulsa Carnes.
And she comes up hitting at 357 on the year. Team leading 10 doubles, and also leads the way with 16 runs knocked in.
Here she takes a really healthy cut and swings and misses at the rise ball. It's 0-1. Jaguars looking to extend their winning streak. 0-1 to Carnes. The pitch is up in that same location. She was wise enough to take the pitch this time. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a tough pitch to lay off on, Steve.
No, yeah, anything that you can get too high, too high is something that you're looking to have that ball. What'd you say? Talking to Jesus?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it'd be up there talking to God, having tacos and stuff. The 1-1 pitch, or the 0-1 pitch was outside. It missed. So the count moves to 2 balls, 1 strike. We got 1 out, 1 on. Runner at third, 1 out. The infield playing in, looking to defend against any bunts or whatever play they might put on. Here comes the 2-1. There's a bunt. It was right towards Deja Jimenez. She almost caught it. That would have been an interesting play. It just ends up being a harmless strike 2.
All I know for sure is Bowden wouldn't have been close to getting back.
Oh, not at all. That would have been a double play for sure. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and fouled back towards us. Good pitch from Valdez. Good cut. This is a big spot now, a chance to knock in the first run of the game. And if your Carnes, help their own cause. 2-2 is swung on and missed strike 3. That's a big strikeout. 2 outs. Now you get this third out any way you can with Bella Corona, the third baseman.
Batting 7th, the third baseman.
And she comes in hitting at 292 with 14 RBIs, 5 doubles. And Can I say it?
Say it.
Bella, Bella, Bella.
First pitch. First pitch is high. 1 ball, no strikes. See if we have a Bella sighting in the Jaguar lineup today. 1-0 on Corona. The pitch swung on and missed. That's across the letters, and it's 1-1. The strikeout of Carnes was the 3rd strikeout for Elena Valdez today. 1 ball, 1 strike. Corona ready. Here it comes. Swung on and lifted into right for Jade Henry. She squares up and makes the catch to retire the side. So the Jaguars do surrender the leadoff double to Courtney Bowden, but she gets stranded at 3rd after the sacrifice bunt. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score here in San Jose.
Things haven't been quite the same.
Bottom of the 2nd here in San Jose. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 with Elena Valdez starting off for San Jose.
First pitch on Valdez is in there for a called strike on the outer 3rd. Valdez, Smith, and Jimenez due up. See if the Jaguars can bat it back around to the top of the order. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and lifted foul off the 3rd baseline and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes on Elena Valdez, the pitcher. Now, Valdez's offensive numbers will kind of sneak up on you a little bit. She is one of the team leaders in batting average. She's had a very good year so far. 0-2. Swung on and a comebacker right back to Carnes, who snaps it over to first in time for out number 1. So Valdez is out, and that'll bring up Carissa Smith.
And she comes into the game hitting at 224 on the year with 4 doubles. And has taken 15 walks. And starts this one off with a ball.
The 1-0 to Carissa Smith is across the belt for a called strike, 1-1. Smith, a really good hitter. She can get it going really quickly. Here's a swing on a line drive out towards left center field. After it is the left fielder. That's Becknell, who makes a sliding catch on her knees for out number 2. What a play by Ash Becknell. So 2 outs. Really nice play, and now Deja Jimenez.
Batting 8th, the catcher, Deja Jimenez.
As this comes up, does have a 150 batting average, but has taken 6 walks and has been hit 7 times.
And the first pitch to her is a called strike. And I promise you she remembers getting drilled by this team twice in the last matchup. There's a bunt, 3rd base side, but it rolls foul, and it's squeezed by Corona at 3rd. Ash Becknell in left field, Keely Chen in center field, and Ari Fuentes in right field. Bella Corona at 3rd base, Karina Docina at short, Lily Knight is at 2nd, and Emma Ham is at first. The pitch is swung on and missed strike 3, dropped by the catcher, picked up, and the catcher is Courtney Bowden, who throws to first in time to complete the strikeout, and the inning is over. So the Jags go in order. We go to the 3rd inning, still a scoreless tie here in San Jose.
Top of the 3rd here in San Jose. It'll be the 8-9-1 for Ohlone with Ashley Emmanuel, who comes into the game hitting at .233 on the year.
Leading off the top of the 3rd for the Renegades.
2 doubles, 5 RBIs, 10 strikeouts.
The 3rd inning begins with a ball off the inside, 1 ball, no strikes, on the designated player, Ash Emanuel. It's Ash Emanuel, Ash Becknell, and Keely Chen due up here in the 3rd. Here's a foul ball off the first base line, off the screen. It's 1-1. A big day in baseball today. It's opening day around the major leagues. Here's a swing and a soft pop-up. Valdez picks it up, and it was going to roll foul. Now she throws it into right field, and now Jade Henry picks it up. And back at first safely is Emmanuel. That was an interesting play. It would have served Elena better to let that bounce and go foul. And now there's a runner at first. I don't know how to score that one. Figure that out.
Batting 9th, the left fielder, Ash Becknell.
Well, in her defense, and all thanks to us intentionally trying to run through it, the momentum just carried her through. So she gets a swing and a miss on the first one to Becknell.
That was tricky because there was really nowhere to throw to. Gabby Jordan was kind of in the way, and Sandoval hadn't gotten all the way over to cover the bag. Here's a bunt attempt, and it is a strike. Snap throw to first. Sandoval had to get over there just to catch the ball. Would not have been able to apply a tag regardless, so it's 0-2. On the Redwood Electric out-of-town scoreboard, the Giants had opening day today for you Bay Area fans, as that pitch misses down low, 1-2. Logan Webb got the start, pitched pretty well, pitched into the 7th inning, had 12 strikeouts, including 2 of Aaron Judge. But Judge also took him deep to center field for the first run of the game. Here's a swing and a foul back to the screen. Gleyber Torres also went deep in that game for the Yankees, and in the end, the Yankees prevailed by a score of 5-0. Atlanta beat the Washington Nationals at Nationals Park in the nation's capital, 7-2. Here's a swing and a foul back to the screen. Stays 0-2. There is a lot of games currently ongoing. The Phillies and the Rangers are playing in Texas right now, heading into the 7th inning. The Rangers lead that game 11-6. 4-4 tie between the Pirates and the Reds in the 7th inning. In Cincinnati, a swing and a miss, strike 3, snap throw back to first, not in time. So Emmanuel back safely, Bucknell is out, and Keely Chen will hit.
the center fielder, Keely Chen.
And she comes out after popping out to foul ground.
First pitch to Chen is swung on and missed, strike one. Blue Jays and the Cardinals 5-5 tie in the sixth. Twins have a 2-0 lead at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. They're in the ninth inning. And the Mets lead 5-3 over the Marlins. As this pitch misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in the eighth inning in Miami. Some games still to come. In the American League, the White Sox and the Astros will do battle. The 1-1 is very high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Angels and the Athletics, Bay Area fans. That game's a 7 o'clock start. Diamondbacks and the Dodgers, 7:10. And then the Guardians and the Mariners. As this pitch is called strike 2. And the other game is the Rockies and the Padres. So those are the games that are still left to take place. 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Another snap throw. This one's not in time. And out is Chen. So 2 outs, and it's Ari Fuentes.
The right fielder,
And
Ari
he comes up
Fuentes.
after striking out looking on 3 pitches.
There's a half swing, kind of a defensive swing, and a foul near the plate, and it kind of rolled out of that righty batter's box. 0-1. There were 3 other scores we didn't get to. The Orioles beat the Red Sox 10-9. How about that? Opening day shootout. Cubs 4-0 over the Brew Crew at Wrigley, and the Rays beat the Tigers 4-0 in St. Petersburg. The 0-1 pitch is in there for a called strike, 0-2. So that is your opening day scoreboard, brought to you by Redwood Electric. Here is the 0-2. In there, strike 3 called as the rough day for Fuentes continues. She's seen 6 pitches, Steve. All of them are strikes and 2 strikeouts, both looking. That's tough.
Yeah, and 2 fouls, and the other 4, 2 fouls, 1 swinging, and the other 4 the other 3 just stared at.
Just looking at him. That'll do it for the top of the third. We go to the bottom half of the third inning, still a scoreless tie.
Bottom of the third here in San Jose, 9-1-2 with Kaya Sandoval starting it off, and it takes a ball low and in.
This is the Jags hitter that you and I have both been waiting on to take that big hack as she takes a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. We know she's capable. She had a couple of them to the warning track earlier in the year. Earned herself a number 2 spot in the order for a while. That was awfully close. I don't know where that missed, but it's called a ball, 2-1. That was a very good pitch from Carnes. Here's the pitch. And that one looked to be outside, but called a strike, so there's the makeup call. It's 2-2 regardless. The count is what it's supposed to be. We just didn't get there the right way. Here's the 2-2. That's up high, and the count runs full on Kaya Sandoval with Melissa Felix, the leadoff hitter, on deck. Renegades nothing, Jaguars nothing, last of the third. The pitch, swung on and popped foul out of play.
Yeah, just to give an idea of how bad we've been waiting, before Friday's game, he had 12 hits and 6 of them were doubles.
Man.
And two of those nearly went out.
That's true. Here's a foul ball off the third base line past Coach Rooney. So 3-2 it remains. Sandoval's ready. Here's the payoff. Swung on and popped foul again. It's a good job by Kaya staying alive there. The off-speed pitch had her out in front a little bit, and she did a good job to keep her weight back and not lunge out for it. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and lifted to left. Out there is Becknell, who comes in a couple steps and puts it away for out number 1.
The center fielder.
All right, now back to the top with Felix back up. Had a interesting infield single. First baseman went over to get it, and nobody went over to cover home. Or sorry, nobody went over to cover first.
She's just really, really hard to defend. Here she kind of does a half swing. She choked up and did like kind of a bunt swing and bunts it foul. Courtney Bowden gave chase and dove at it, but couldn't come up with it. And it's 0-1. And this one's in the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just as soon as you think you know what Felix is going to do, whether she's going to half swing, check swing, slash, bunt, she just surprises you. She plays in whatever the defense does, she just does something different. She'll do something to, like now they're playing in. I wouldn't imagine that she's going to put a bunt down with them playing in the way they are. She might just poke one right up the middle. There's a big gap in right center field. 1-2 pitch. And she hits a ground ball toward second. Picked up, throw to first is not in time. Felix beat it out. It's a tough play for Knight on the backhand. She made it look pretty routine, but it just wasn't in time to get Felix with her speed.
The third baseman, Malia Venegas.
They're not counting the 2 hits today. Sorry, not counting the 2 hits today. Just getting on base at a rate of just under 500. So that number alone shows how hard it is.
First pitch to Venegas is a called strike 0-1. I love Malia Venegas' walk-up song. No balls, 1 strike. Here it comes. That's up high. Pump fake on a snap throw, and Felix dives back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bowden is one of the better defensive catchers in the league. Here's a poke ground ball to third. Corona has it. Throw to first is off the bag. So the throw pulled Emma Ham off of first, and reaching safely is Venegas. So this will be an E5 on Bella Corona. A throwing error, and Julie Marshall's going to come out and contest the call, and the field umpire is going to ask for help. So we'll see if this call gets overturned. I didn't quite see Ham come off the bag until after she made the catch. And they're going to stick with the safe call.
The right fielder, Jay Henry.
All right, so she took a walker last time up. 4th pitch walk.
Here hits a bullet at Coach Rooney's dome, and she ducks out of the way. Strike 1.
Hey, just making sure everybody awake over there.
Right. Y'all better be locked in. Jade's one of the hitters on the team that you want to be watching anyway. 0-1. It is up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Definitely don't want to be leaving too many pitches up in the zone. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed as she had her way out in front. Jade Henry was swinging for the fences on that one. It's 1-2. The wind is starting to pick up, starting to kind of ragdoll our tent here. Here's the 1-2. That looked like an ephus, and it drops in there high. It's 2-2. Interesting way to throw the drop ball. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and crushed to deep left. It's going to be foul, but man, she gave that one a ride. So 2-2 it remains on a pitch that looked like it was down and in. She kind of golfed it out of there. Outfielders have taken notice. They got their heels on the warning track. 2-2. That misses down and in, and the count goes full on Jade Henry.
All right, so the only thing that potentially is not smart is they're giving Jade a big hole over and right.
There's a swing on a pop-up. This is back towards us, and it'll go over us and out of play onto campus. There is a big hole, like you mentioned, in right center field. I think what's even more dangerous is if Jade hits a single, like a ground ball single or a bloop, Felix scores with ease. And it's ball 4, so the bases are going to be loaded for Haley Castro, the cleanup hitter.
The designated player, Haley
And
Castro.
she comes up after reaching on a fielder's choice. And she had a huge week last week.
Hope that it continues here. The first pitch misses for a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. A single, an error, and a walk. 1-0. Just missed off the outside. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Nowhere to put Castro. Hopefully she'll get a good pitch to hit here. Here it comes. It's a good pitch, ground ball to short. Throw home, in time, to third, not in time. Venegas makes it safely. So they do get the lead runner, and they prevent the run from scoring. Smart play by the shortstop, Josina. And now Gabby Jordan.
The first baseman, Gabby Jordan.
And she flew out to center her last time up.
First pitch is high, ball 1. Check this out. Felix has 2 singles. Venegas has reached on 2 errors. Jade Henry has walked twice. And Castro has hit 2 fielder's choices to the shortstop. And here's a called strike, 1-1. Gabby Jordan flew out to center to end the first inning. We'll see what she does here. It's a mirror single, error, walk, fielder's choice. The 1-1 pitch is high and away, 2 balls, 1 strike. Malia Venegas at third, Jade Henry at second, Haley Castro at first, 2 outs. Here's the 2-1. Line drive, foul down the left field line. As that could have been a crooked number for San Jose.
All right, so to go off that line score, did somebody say that this team needs to be more consistent?
I don't know if we meant that consistent. This is crazy. How long are they going to keep this up? Here's the 2-2. Swung on and popped off of first base line. Ham gets over there and makes the catch to retire the side. So the Jaguars threaten with the bases loaded, but they do not score. And this game remains tied at 0 as we go to the 4th inning here in San Jose.
Top of the fourth there at LadyJag's field. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 starting off for Ohlone.
For the Renegades.
And it'll be Karina Docina. And Docina struck out swinging to end the first.
First pitch is high. Good velocity from Valdez. 1 ball, no strikes. As she goes back to work. Needs another 0. 1-0 pitch. In there for a called strike, 1-1. Elena Valdez off to a good start. 6 strikeouts, first time through the lineup up to this point. 1-1. Swung on and popped up on the first base side. Gabby Jordan in foul territory, and this one's off the facing of the dugout, the Renegades dugout, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I know it's not going to happen, but when we finally get our prayers answered, I want them to build up.
Yeah,
I know it's not going to happen, but like I'd be like this play.
Yeah,
this play. Did she catch it? We don't know. Well,
she did not. It landed foul.
We do know, but we do know because nobody called it. But
the foul off the right field line. Jade Henry did give chase, and she had a little bit of room, but not enough time to get over there and make that play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. It remains. Here it comes. Jam shot on the ground to Venegas. She's got it. Plenty of time. Throws to first in time. Out number 1. So Docina's retired, and that'll bring up Courtney Bowden.
The catcher.
And she hit a double off the fence her last time up. And willing to say that we're not going to see anything up high.
Well, the first pitch was up high, and she fouled it out of play. I guess they didn't get the scouting report, Steve.
Well,
I wouldn't have pitched it up there, but I'm not a pitcher, so. And Elena's got crazy confidence in her rise ball.
Well, if you count that last time up, 10 doubles, a triple, and 4 home runs.
This pitch was down, and she dribbled it foul. It's 0-2. Had her out in front with the off speed. The 0-2 pitch is across the letters. Good take. One ball, 2 strikes on Bowden. Here it comes. In there, strike 3 called. Bowden didn't like it, but it was there. So 2 outs, and that'll bring up Emma Ham.
The first baseman, Emma Ham.
7 out of 7 out of 11.
First pitch is a bullet off the glove of Venegas. It rolls into foul territory, and Ham's got a hit. That would have been a really awesome play had she come up with it. That ball was absolutely scorched by Emma Ham, so it'll be a single. At least Ham deserves a single for that one.
The pitcher, Tulsa.
All right, and that will bring Tulsa Carnes up, who struck out swinging her last time up. But the real highlight on that play is the ball did not go to the outfield.
Yeah, that saved the double for sure. That had extra bases written all over it. First pitch to Carnes is fouled back to the screen. That's why they call it the hot corner. 0-1 is fouled back to the screen. Had a few of those from Carnes so far in this game. 0-2. Sets up away. 0-2 is way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Emma Hamm at first with 2 outs. Here's a swing and a drive to deep center field. Felix goes back at the wall, looks up, and it's gone. A 2-run home run by the pitcher, Tulsa Carnes, as she helps her own cause and gives the Renegades the 2-0 lead here in the middle innings.
Man, that's just her second of the year, and now number 6 as a team.
The third baseman, Bella Corona.
And it's only the second one Elena's given up in 18 games.
Home run number 2 for Carnes. 2-0, and in the second home run for Carnes, as Steve mentioned, we mentioned earlier, Carnes and Bowden combining for all those home runs. That was one of the keys. You want to keep them in the yard. Swing and a miss, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch, swung on and lifted to second. Out is Sandoval into the shallow right field grass, and she makes the catch to retire the side. The Renegades get 2 on a 2-run home run by Tulsa Carnes, and they take a 2-0 lead into the bottom of the 4th here in San Jose.
Bottom of the 4th here in San Jose. 6, 7, and 8 hitters with Elena Valdez starting it off. And she grounded out to Carnes in the second.
First pitch is a ball as Elena runs up on it and takes it high. The Jags have their work cut out for them. They're going to need to give Valdez some run support. 1-0. He's in there for a called strike on the outer half. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. We are still waiting for the official score from the dugout on the ball that Emma Hamm hit off the glove of Malia Venegas. Here's a slash into left center field. It's going to get through into the gap, and it's going to roll all the way to the wall. Valdez is going to coast into second with a leadoff double. So she starts the rally, trying to help her own cause. Now runner in scoring position for Carissa Smith.
The shortstop, Carissa Smith.
All right, she comes up after popping out her last time up, and on the hit by Hamm, my side of it, how are you supposed to catch that? That is that. There are very few people in the world that is going to. But a pinch runner will come in. Kiana Castro will replace Valdez at second.
Pinch running for San Jose, Number 1, Kiana Castro.
Also, to clarify, I'm not saying Malia can't make that catch. Just the catch is just that it's not common.
It was a really tough play. It didn't look like a routine play. Not because it's not a routine-looking play. The ball was just hit really hard. The ball was hit. I wish we had the exit velo on that. But they did give her an error. There's a bunt. It's a good one. Picked up, throw to first. In time. And I don't know if that was the right call, but the call was made. The sack bunt is there, 1 out, and there's a runner at third now for Deja Jimenez.
The catcher, Deja Jimenez.
First pitch is across the letters for a ball, 1-0. The infield is in for the Renegades. 1-0. Line drive, base hit up the middle, and they've cut the lead in half. It's 2-1 as Kiana Castro comes in to score, the pinch runner. And Jimenez comes through with the RBI single. The second baseman, Kaya Sandoval, number 2.
All right, I'm gonna be quiet now. All right, so no need for me to say a name now. Kaya's up to hit. I did it anyway. Whatever.
First pitch is down low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Takes one high and back easily as Jimenez on the snap throw by Bowden. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0. Check swing. Fouled it back to the screen. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Sandoval didn't commit to that one. Here's a 2-1. That's in the dirt. And the count goes 3-1. Sandoval had to fly out to left last time. She's really trying to come through for her team. And she draws the walk. Jimenez goes to second as she takes a turn, and she will drop anchor there. So first and second, 1 out, and it's back to the top of the order with Melissa Felix.
The center fielder, Melissa Felix.
2 for 2. 2 infield singles. And yeah, there's still that gap in right that no doubt San Jose is going to be is at least going to start looking to go at.
1 ball, no strikes. That's the 3rd walk for the Renegades so far. As this pitch is in the dirt, 2-0. Now what you don't want to do is set it up to have the bases loaded with the middle of the order coming up. Here she checks her swing and takes a called strike on the outside corner. And it's 2-1. Two to 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch on the ground towards short. Flip to second for 1. Throw to first is way late. Is actually completely ill-advised. So Felix will get the fielder's choice. Runners up the corners, and Malia Venegas will hit.
The third baseman, Malia Venegas.
First pitch on Venegas is up high for a ball, 1-0. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. See if the Jags put a play on here. Runner doesn't go, and a slap towards center, and it is caught by Keely Chen coming in, and that'll retire the side. The Jags do get one of the 2 runs back. They still have their work cut out for them as we go to the 5th inning here in San Jose.
Leading off the top of the 5th.
Top of the 5th in San Jose.
Designated player Ash Emmanuel.
8-9-1 with Emmanuel back up, who reached on what is officially scored an error.
Here she swings and fouls one back to the screen. No balls and 1 strike. Valdez back to work. With work to do. Oh, 1. Swung right over the top of it. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Pretty healthy Jaguar crowd on the third base side. The 0-2 is down low, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still no updates on the West Valley Hartnell game. They've been very slow with their updates lately. West Valley has ground ball under the glove of Gabby Jordan into right field. Though the first is not in time, and it'll be a base hit for Emmanuel.
And that'll bring
The left fielder,
Beck.
Becknell.
That'll bring Becknell back up. We go from Bella to Ash to Ash. And Becknell struck out swinging, her only a time up, coming in back in the 3rd.
They just be doing all kinds of stuff around here with these names and lineups. Ash and then Ash again. There's a bunt. Throw to second is in time to get the lead runner. It's very close. But they do get the lead runner, so there's 1 out on the fielder's choice, and it's back to the top of the order with Keely Chen.
The center fielder, Keely Chen.
And Chen has popped out to foul ground and struck out swinging.
First pitch to Chen is a called strike. On the outside corner, it's 0-1. There's a pinch hitter in the on-deck circle. Here's a swing and a miss by Chen. Snap throw to first. And not in time, back safely is Becknell. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So good morning, good afternoon, and good night. 3-pitch strikeout of Chen, her second strikeout. the 8th for Valdez, 2 outs, and now a pinch hitter, as it appears as though Julie Marshall, the head coach of Ohlone, has seen enough of Ari Fuentes. She took 2 strikeouts looking. So the pinch hitter is going to be Dana Prudente.
And they switched her number at some point in the year. It was initially on the official roster. She's number 0, but now she's 33.
Nice. I would have kept 0.
Pinch hitting for the Renegades, number 33, Dana Prudente.
All right, so a slightly better option as she comes in hitting right at 100. 1 for 10 with 2 RBIs.
Yes. First pitch is a called strike. Just to give you guys some context, I guess I'll be the one to say it. Prudente comes in with a 100 batting average, replacing Ari Fuentes. Here's a swing and a miss, and now they got the runner hung up. Throw down to second is in plenty of time, and she is out. And the inning is over, and they took the bat right out of Prudente's hands. The follow-up to that point was that Ari Fuentes is batting .048 coming in to Prudente's 100. So, yeah, yikes. And then the caught stealing to end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 2-1 Renegades.
Bottom of the 5th here in San Jose. 3, 4, and 5 with Jade Henry up. She is 0 for 0 with 2 walks, and she has seen she took a 4-pitch walk and a 8-pitch walk.
Bring it around town. First pitch to Henry is hit well to center. Back goes Chen, and she will square up right in front of the track and make the catch. Henry gave it a ride, and it stays in the yard for out number 1.
The designated player, Haley Castro.
Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now. Baby, I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down.
Castro hits a hard ground ball to short, picked up and thrown to first by Docina for out number 2.
The first baseman, Gabby Jordan.
All right, so how about this? Coming into this at bat, both teams are hitting at 222.
The pitch is in the dirt. I think Gabby was taking all the way there, because there was only 2 pitches thrown in the inning, and there's 2 outs. One ball, no strikes. Here it comes. in there for a called strike. It's 1-1. Jaguars have got to get the bats going. They only have 4 hits. They've only manufactured 1 run. This one is upstairs for a ball, 2-1. Fuentes did stay in the game to play right field. They didn't switch her out of the defensive order. Here's a shot to left, and this is caught by the running Becknell on the warning track to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Jaguars, and their 3-4-5 part of the order. A really good opportunity to tie the game with that part of the order up, and they could not get it done. We go to the 6th inning. It's 2-1 Renegades.
That's the end of the inning.
Top of the 6th at LadyJag's field, 2, 3, and 4, and Ari Fuentes has come back in to hit.
I've never seen that before.
So
and she takes a strike again, Steve.
9 pitches, 9.
Well, 7 so far.
7. There we go. 7 pitches, 7 strikes. So Prudente came in, saw 2 pitches. This one is bunted foul. So she came in, saw 2 pitches. The runner was thrown out trying to steal second, so she never really got a chance. And now she's done.
That's tough. That's tough.
All right. Something new every time.
Here's Valdez again, 0-2. On the ground to first. She made contact, but it right to Gabby Jordan, who steps on the bag. 3 unassisted for out number 1.
And that brings Karina Docina back up, who struck out swinging and grounded out to third.
I'll have to make that call in a moment. I had put the score on the wrong side. Here's a swing and a pop-up. Third base side, Malia Venegas, pop-up dance, makes the catch, route number 2.
The catcher is Courtney Bowden.
This is the best possible way to face Bowden. 2 outs and the base is empty. So, ground ball to first, a pop up to third. First pitch on Bowden. Misses off the inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Bowden had that loud double off the wall on a fly to the opposite field, no less, back in the 2nd inning. And then struck out looking in her last plate appearance. Here's the 1-0. That misses. I'm not sure if it was high or if it was outside, but it was to that part of the strike zone, and it missed apparently. 2-0. Elena's working pretty quick. Here it comes. On the ground, hard foul on the third base side. Kicked by the coach, Julie Marshall. And it's 2-1. Clouds really starting to cover the field now. The sun really nowhere to be found. Here's the 2-1. That misses off the inside. Almost got her on the knee. 3-1. balls, 1 strike. Waiting. Here comes Valdez. And it is low, ball 4. So they walk Bowden. And that brings up Emma Ham with 2 outs and a runner at first.
The first baseman, Emma Ham.
Now she did reach on what ended up being called an error, but I don't know how you're supposed to call that.
First pitch is a called strike. It's 0-1. With the home run hitting Tulsa Carnes on deck. Here's the 0-1. It's high for a ball, 1-1. Good size lead from Bowden, but no throw from Jimenez. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes. Up high, and another healthy lead, another good long look, but no throw. It's a design play. What Bowden's trying to do is get the snap throw so she can take off her second and force the Jags to make the second throw. Here's the 2-1. And it's, did that miss? Is that a ball? Steve, did he call that a ball?
He did.
Where'd that miss? Okay, whatever. 3-1. Gee whiz, that looked like a really good pitch. There's a swing and a miss. And now the count goes full 3-2. So regardless of what happens here, Courtney Bowden will be on the move. Payoff pitch. Runner goes. Line drive into the right center field gap, base hit. And it goes under the glove of Jade Henry, and that's going to allow Bowden to score. Ham is going to pull into second with an RBI double, and the Renegades get their run back. It's 3-1. Valdez came in, and Emma Ham came through. So the RBI knock for the Renegades gives them their run back. And now you got to face Carnes.
The pitcher, Tulsa Carnes.
And she had a two-run shot to center last time she came up.
They'll definitely give Ham a hit. I don't know if they're going to give Henry a one-base error or not. Here's a swing and a foul back to the screen. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm going to put it in my scorebook as a double, or an RBI double and no error, but that could be changed. So that walk comes back to really hurt San Jose. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Very healthy cut by Carnes. And it's 1-2. One-two pitch. Swung on and popped up. On the infield, Malia Venegas calls it and squeezes it to retire the side. And the Jags come off the field a little frustrated with that one. They do give up their run back. It's a 3-1 lead for the Ohlone Renegades as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
Bottom of the sixth here, San Jose. And it is the sixth spot. Valdez up to hit, and she doubled her last time up.
Here she runs up and takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Valdez, Smith, and Jimenez due up. And she runs up and takes one high. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Elena Valdez waits on the 1-1. That's up and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. So the little things that we talked about in the pregame have come back to haunt the Jags. They have 4 errors in the game. On the ground and speared by the shortstop throw to first and speared by the first baseman in the dirt. Nice play all the way around by the Renegades defense for out number 1. As Docina made the play and Ham made the scoop. So now we could be having a pinch hitter, and we will have a pinch hitter as Carissa Smith will go back to the dugout. And time is called. I'm guessing a Bella is going to come out of the dugout, Steve. Which Bella is it? Bella Caruso Comiso. I knew it was going to be one of them Bellas. Bella, it had to get a Bella sighting today.
Bella, Bella, Bella.
Bella, Bella, Bella.
Pinch hitting for San Jose. Number 22, Bella Caruso Comiso.
First pitch, she squares around a bunt, pulls it back and takes ball 1. Bella Comiso been working her batting average back up after a bit of a slow start. 1-0. On the ground, base hit to left field. And the substitution pays off for Coach Rooney as Bella Comiso is aboard. And Deja Jimenez will hit with a runner at first and 1 out. So now, pinch runner as Carissa Smith will come back. Running for San Jose, number 3, Carissa Smith.
And now batting, the catcher, Deja Jimenez.
All right, so Jimenez will be back up. Struck out and lined a single. And she takes the first pitch strike.
Big spot. Jags need to string together some hits here. This one is up and away. Almost threw it to the backstop. A very good snag by Bowden. Or else they would have gave away second base and put a runner in scoring position. The 1-1 is fouled back to the screen. Ooh, that was sketch. It almost came back and hit the umpire. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Deja Jimenez. The pitch, that's up high for a ball. 2-2. Jags could use a long ball right here. Here's the 2-2. Ooh, that was close. I think Jimenez was expecting to get rung up on that one. Called a ball, and the count goes full 3-2. I ain't gonna lie to you, big dog. I would have rung her up right there. Here's a 3-2, and that's ball 4. So how about that? That's tough. That's tough for Ohlone.
The second baseman, Kaya Sandoval, number 2.
All right, so Sandoval coming back up. Flied out to left and took a walk.
First pitch is a called strike, top of the strike zone, and it's 0-1.
Kind of surprised she didn't go for that.
It looked good, didn't it? I think she's trying to be patient and wait for a strike to be thrown. Here's a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Here comes Carissa Smith to get the run back. And the Jags cut into the lead. It's 3-2. Kaya Sandoval comes through with a big RBI single here in the 6th. And the rally is on now. First and second, one out. And it's back to the top of the order with Melissa Felix.
The center fielder, Melissa Felix.
So that is hit number 15 and RBI number 5 on the year.
Really? Line drive is going to be caught by the shortstop Docina, who runs it to the bag for the double play, side retired. And that's just simple softball. You got to freeze on a line drive. You got to freeze on a line drive. If you're not sure, freeze. So the double play will kill the rally and end the inning. Sandoval's RBI single makes it a one-run game. Jags need to hang a 0 here and give themselves a chance in the bottom half to tie it or win it. We go to the 7th. Last frame is 3-2, Ohlone.
Top of the 7th.
Getting off the 7th for the Renegades, the third baseman, Bella Corona.
Just doing my job for me.
First pitch is high for a ball. That's my fault. I didn't hit the mute button when I was trying to do that intro. I'm on double mic duty, per usual. I want to know on Corona. Here's a shot to center in the park. Jade Henry coming over from right will make the catch in shallow right center for out number 1. So Corona is out, and it'll bring up Emmanuel.
The designated player,
And
Emmanuel.
she's reached on an error and grounded a single into right field.
Dribbles one foul behind the plate for strike 1. Jags need a quick, painless, and harmless inning. Get some momentum going, get back in the dugout, and you have the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up, which is a very good part of the batting order to try to tie this game up. The pitch is in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Here it comes. Swung on him, missed strike 3. Good job by Valdez, went up the ladder, and Emmanuel chased. And now Becknell will hit with 2 outs and the base is empty.
The left fielder, Ash Becknell.
Now it hasn't been the biggest thing, especially coming from the first 3 spots. But is this a situation where you need to get the number 9 hitter out? And
Ground ball to second. Kaya Sandoval's got it. And Steve, you called it. They got the number 9 hitter out. They go in order, and they go very quickly in the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Jaguars. 1 to tie, 2 to go home here in San Jose.
Bottom of the 7th here in San Jose. Likely the last chance for the Jags here in this game. It'll be Malia Venegas starting it off. And no better part of the lineup to have up right now.
And she squares around the bunt, pulls it back, and then almost kind of redid the bunt attempt, but then pulled it back again and takes ball 1. Here she takes a called strike on the outside. It is 1-1. The fake bunt attempt was to try to see what the defense was going to do. She liked what she saw and was going to drop a bunt down on that third base side, but that pitch missed, that first pitch. Here she hits a dribbler. Tough play for Corona. Throw to first. Not in time, and dropped by Ham anyway. And the Jags get their leadoff base runner on. And now Jade Henry, the possible winning run, will come to the plate.
The right fielder, Jade Henry.
Hey, man, I haven't done it since Dre against West Valley in 21. I'd be down, man. I'm down. I'm giving that a single. I'm not giving Ham no error for that. Here's a ball hit to left. It is in the park and right at the left fielder, Becknell, for out number 1. She was swinging for it, just didn't quite get it all. So 1 gone for Haley Castro.
The designated player, Haley Castro.
Yeah. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now.
Popped up, back towards us, and it's out of play. In front of us. I don't know if I've ever seen one land in between the field of play and us. It usually either hits our tent, goes over, or it stays in.
And in the first row.
It's the first row. Have you ever seen that?
Never. I've never seen a ball to land before the 3rd row.
That's tough. The 0-1 is up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Line drive, base hit into the gap. Venegas is on the move. Venegas is on the move. Venegas is on the move. And this game is tied. RBI double, Haley Castro in the 7th inning. The clutch gene. And it's 3-3.
All right, and
that is clutch, Steve. Go ahead.
And following that, you got Gabby Jordan with Orton coming up to hit. And we're about to get some speed on base.
Now this is going to change everything because with now a pinch runner coming in at second, you have Gabby Jordan up with only 1 out, and Elena Valdez behind her, who's already doubled today. And Shades will go and take second base, put speed on the bases, and give your team a chance to win the game with the walk-off.
Now, nobody at home heard this because we haven't come back yet, but I'm pretty sure I did say we have 5 chances, and we only need 1.
We only need 1.
And we're on chance number 4.
Well, we got 1. We need 1 more. Let's go home.
All we need is 1 swing, and Bella have played.
And here comes Bella Gianbruno. It's a pinch hit with a chance to win the game.
Pinch running for San Jose, the flex player, Lorena Solis Shades. And pinch hitting for San Jose, number 24, Bella Gianbruno.
Turn me to a superhero, yeah. Hit that bill, turn me to a superhero, yeah. Woman like to turn me to a superhero.
Hey, now's as good a time as any, Bell. Let's go.
3-3 tie, 1 out, runner on second, 8 hits in the game. Speed on second. So anything that goes past the Brown likely wins it.
First pitch to Bella Gianbruno is off the inside. Oh, it's on the inside corner, called a strike, 0-1. Well, all right then. Base hit could win the game. Big spot. The pitch. In the dirt, good smother by Bowden, keeping Shades at second. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Jags found a way. The RBI double by Haley Castro. A warm welcome she got in the dugout. 1-1 pitch. And a hitter. So Bella will reach. And now first and second. Coach Rooney is going back to the lineup card. I think it's going to be to put Gabby Jordan back on the bases. She's got good speed. And now a pitching change. So that's going to be it for Tulsa Carnes.
Well, the only other pitcher on the roster, Emma Ham.
And boy, is she tossed into a really tough spot with first and second in the game on the line.
All right, so Ham is making her 15th appearance on the year and comes in with a 5.33 ERA. And it'll just be a 1-3 switch. All right, so here's the 7th inning so far. Venegas with a angle. Henry fly to left. Haley Castro, a line RBI double into left.
Number 40.
And Gianbruno hit by pitch. 2-1, 1 out. Elena Valdez up to hit. She has 2 doubles on the year, plus the 1 today. She doesn't even need a double.
In to run for San Jose, number 20, Gabby Jordan. And now batting, the pitcher, Elena Valdez.
And there is, once again, a gap in right center. So, I'm willing to say anything hit to the right side scores. Prove me right.
Shades got good speed at second. Big spot. The pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-0. You gotta love the substitution rules in softball. 1-0. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. She runs up and takes one up and in near the face mask. A little chin music. It's 2-1. All this has happened. There's still only 1 out in the inning. The 2-1 is off the outside, 3-1. So now this becomes a huge pitch. 3-1, here it comes. Lined up the middle, that's a base hit. Shades at third, she will stop there. The throw comes home. And Shades did a very good job getting a good healthy turn. And the bases are loaded for Carissa Smith.
The shortstop, Carissa Smith.
Bases loaded. 1 out. Anything. I don't care what it is.
The first pitch is up high for a ball, 1-0. And Smith's going to get a good pitch to hit because there's nowhere to put the runner. There's nowhere to put her. You cannot walk her. So they're going to pitch to contact. Got to put the ball in play, hit a fly ball, put the ball in the outfield somewhere, and you win this game. 1-0. There's a called strike. That looks inside, but 1-1.
Hey, for all any of us care, it could be the Katie Medley we're on to Bakersfield play.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Here is the 1-1. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. Actually, that's over the screen and onto campus, and it's 1-2. Deja Jimenez is on deck. She's got to feel much better after the base running blunder that got her doubled off to end the 6th. Smith trying to pick up the team here. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. That is a huge block by Courtney Bowden. Any ball to the backstop, we're gonna get up out of here. 2-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. Game tied, bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 3 called. That is a beauty of a breaking ball, off-speed pitch, and Smith could not pull the trigger. So 2 outs, and now Deja Jimenez a chance to be the hero.
The catcher, Deja Jimenez.
First pitch is right down Broadway, strike 1. Big spot. Got to come through here. This pitch is outside, 2-1. This is the one time in a baseball or softball game where having a hitter on deck is almost pointless. If Jimenez doesn't get the hit, we'll go to the 8th. If she does, the Jags win. Swing and a miss, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. But regardless, Kaya's out there. She's on deck. The pitch is up high, 2-2. This has got to be an intense amount of pressure on Emma Hamm. Don't let Shades score. Here is the 2-2. Line drive, base hit, and the Jags have won it. Deja Jimenez is the hero, and she comes through with the walk-off single, and the Jags win it 4-3.
Hey, we said 5 chances. We needed 7. But got the result either way.
Holy smokes, what a finish. It took it all the way down to the bottom of the 7th inning. It took a leadoff single from Venegas, the RBI double from Castro, a hit batter, a single, and then with the bases loaded, up to hit was Jimenez, and she came through in a 2-strike count, her second hit of the game, her second RBI of the game, and more than makes up for what was a very costly base-running blunder. And the Jags get their second win against Ohlone, and they push their win streak to 6 games, Steve. This is what softball down the stretch is all about. You gotta love it.
Yeah, and these are the type of situations where you need to come through on, because that is what the month of May is all about. Oh, it was what, three down 3-1. Get one in the 6th. I got the one we needed, and then it did, and then it was what? It was a 2-strike count? Yeah, 2-2 count, 2 outs. No mistake to be made on either side, and a line drive walk off, It's not only her first, but for a player who is hit in under 200 coming into the game.
It's just an example of what good teams do to win games. Good teams find a way, and this Jaguar team is showing that they are a good team. They got off to a slow start. They had a lot of mishaps, but they're figuring it out. They've won 6 straight, and they're finding ways to win conference games, big games, and as we get closer to the playoffs, this is going to mean so much as Coach Rooney slides in with her team on the walk-off win. Gotta love it.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm just repeating the same things over and over again. Another great complete game. A game from Elena. I mean, it wasn't the prettiest, but Ohlone once again hitting under 200, and she only really gave up 1 run in the game. And recorded nine more strikeouts.
It's a huge performance, and you give credit to Carnes for the 2-run homer, but other than that, she did a good job keeping these Ohlone hitters off balance. Bowden had the double in the 2nd inning, and other than that, there just wasn't a whole lot going for this Ohlone team. The Jags gave them a lot with the walks and the errors, and they found a way to overcome that to be victorious. But what this game showed was the heart. They have a lot of heart, and they're getting over those mental blocks that kind of hindered them in the early part of the season. So it's really good to see, and they're going to need that down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the next couple games coming up. I mean, West Valley tomorrow. And then got to see. And then got to go to Monterey next week. A team that is just on complete fire right now. And this is the type of momentum that you want and you possibly even need going into those games.
Yeah, definitely, and having that momentum, and these are 2 extremely good teams. And look, the thing about the rivalry obviously is a reason to get amped up, but having a 6-game winning streak worth protecting, that's a reason to get amped up. Trying to maintain a lot of momentum down the stretch of the season, that's a reason to get amped up. So it's more than just the rivalry. There's so many good reasons for them to come, bring their A game tomorrow right here at home, and get themselves a win and get the extra point on this touchdown worth of wins in a row.
And that will actually lead us right into next time we'll be here. Your crosstown rivalry, Jags Vikings at 2 tomorrow. Both teams combined winning 16, possibly 17 in a row, pending the end of the West Valley Hartnell game. A game where we're probably not going to know what happened with that till after tomorrow's game, man. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that.
They take forever to get those scores in, but they're having their team meeting now. I'll see if we can try to get Deja Jimenez for a post-gamer, because that was an incredible performance she put on and showed a lot of resiliency after the play at second base. So we'll see if she has any post-game comments for us. And if not, then we'll see y'all tomorrow. But yeah, Steve, any final thoughts?
6 in a row. 6 in a row for a team who was up and down early in the year and had just been on a 4-game losing streak, and during that time could not get on base. And had a game which was 2 batters away from suffering a perfect game. And to bounce back immediately from that, win 6 in a row, being right where you want, going into one of the 3 biggest games of the year on the remaining regular season schedule. I mean, there's nothing more than you want.
It's huge. Doesn't get any bigger than this.
Oh,
At least not until you get to the playoffs. Once you get to the playoffs, it does. But until then, regular season, this is it. This as big as it's going to get.
All right, so that will do it for the game broadcast. I mean, we'll cast, and we will take a quick break and get a word from the big hit of the game, and coming back for the break.
All right, we're back post-game live with Deja Jimenez. That was so awesome. Came through in the clutch with the walk-off knock. Take me through that at-bat.
Well, initially, I was hoping that Carissa would hit a pop-up. But knowing I had 2 outs, I knew that I just had to find a pocket. I don't need it in the air and not to someone directly. So I was really just trying to go right side with that. But I know that pitcher before kept throwing me inside since last game I got hit twice.
Yeah.
So, and I knew last time she got me on her changeup, so I was kind of anticipating. That's why I was a little lunging at the ball, but I just thought I had to find a pocket somewhere, just get it down.
That was your second RBI hit of the game. Did you bring a different approach into the game, or are you just staying with the same approach?
Staying with the same approach. Last one, I wanted to go right side too, just because there was runners on. But I just want to hit behind the hitter, behind the runner.
Coming through in a spot like that after what happened in the 6th inning on the bases, how much of a confidence boost is that?
Really big, because I knew I messed up, so it was just something like, I was just like, okay, like I really just got to come clutch for the team, let everything go, and just know that I can hit this ball because she wasn't throwing anything special.
You were the hero today, 2 big hits. How crucial is the West Valley game tomorrow?
Oh, that's a pretty important game. I'm hoping that everyone comes out with more intensity that game and really just pulls through. This game we were kind of able to get people on, but not really bring everyone in. So I'm hoping that tomorrow we come out really strong and that we score first.
It was a great matchup today. You guys got the win. 6 in a row, going for the 7th straight win tomorrow. Congratulations on the win and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Deja Jimenez, Jags win it by a score of 4-3. Whole lot of fun today. Join us again tomorrow, 2 o'clock, Jags and Vikings.